All right, let's welcome our next speaker, Prasann Prem. Prasann comes from a mechanical engineering background. He was in that space for a few years and really just started to embark on this Tableau journey in April of this year. Earlier in January 2020, he decided to learn more about data science. April found Tableau, and it's a whole new world. So he absolutely loves getting involved in the Tableau community, and he started doing that in June. And so creating a Tableau Public portfolio has really helped him in his professional endeavors. And now he's wanting to give back to the Tableau community. So Prasann, take it away.
Yeah, thanks, Emily, for the kind introduction. So just share my screen. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Those who are joining us from US, good evening to those who are from Europe, and good day to all the persons from Asia Pacific region. So my name is Prasann Prem. I'm currently working as a Tableau developer, and I reside in New Delhi, India. So today I'm going to talk about making the best out of Tableau Public. And so yeah, so I'll just start off. So I'm really glad that I got this opportunity to share this message. The main objective of this presentation is to share this message to those who are just starting, who are just thinking to start in this Tableau community and are trying to make a career out of data visualization. Because I can see that there was a time when I was standing at that point. So I wanted to share the message and my journey so that people who are just starting off can get help out of that. So before going to the whole presentation, I would like to go through the agenda. So first, I would like to go through why Tableau Public, and then what are community challenges, what about the Tableau community, why it is the best community ever, and then I'll just give a small snapshot of my journey about how Tableau helped me find my niche. So why Tableau Public? So yeah, this is a big question because uh, people want to start doing business intelligence, wants to build business dashboards. So Tableau Public is something because it's totally free, so people are trying to use the software. But is there something more than that? So I want to share that apart from this being a free software with all the Power Pack functionalities of building dashboards, there are so many things which are not just add-ons, but something that makes it more beautiful. For instance, if you can see, this is just a snapshot of my Tableau Public portfolio. So for someone who is just starting, this software gives you a whole online platform on which you can build your portfolio, and this acts as a different gateway for you. And coming on to that, other than being this as a portfolio, there are several accolades and rewards that that you can get, and this really inspired me to get much more involved because there's Viz of the Day. Now, Viz of the Day is something at a global level, the best Viz of the day at a global level, and you get rewarded by getting recognized. So if your work is getting recognized, it is something very much fantastic. And then there is something known as featured authors. You can see a snapshot of some of the recent featured authors we have. So these people are getting recognized by Tableau because of their work. So if you see for a long term, and if you're using Tableau Public, you might anchor for these things and use this software in that manner. Okay, so coming on to, so now you have this Tableau Public. So now you can get your data and you can start building your visualizations. Yeah, that is pretty cool. But I want to share something that we in the community are having. So we are having community challenges. Now, how it is different from just getting your own data, and why you should get involved in it. So community challenges are basically initiatives that have been taken by our some of the big community leaders. Uh, they are Tableau ambassadors, Tableau Zen masters. If you're someone new, you might not be knowing these terms, but uh, most probably those who are attending this, I think they know this, but still. So now, community challenges are basically the initiatives, and they are trying to promote or help a particular organization, or there's a particular ideal which they want to portray to the community. Now, there are basically two types of challenges. So these are not, especially, I can say this is not something like official names. I just try to make it up. So it's one is ready to cook, and the other is make your own recipe. So ready to cook is something in which you are already getting a data set and you can mold it in your way and build your own visualization. Now, second one is make your own recipe. So that is something you have to make something totally from your own, from ideation to collecting the data or whatever. If you are trying to do data scrapping, or so everything has to be done at your end, and you just get a theme to start with. So going into much detail now, for these type of ready to cook challenges, we have these many challenges. So there is Makeover Monday. So Makeover Monday is a weekly challenge, and if you're someone who is just starting, I will really recommend you to start with Makeover Monday, because the data sets are very clean, and you just need to take this. You don't need any prepping to do with the data set, and you just need to take on this data set and start building your visualizations over it. And then other than that, we have this for social good. So it's a really good initiative, because they are trying to help nonprofit organizations with the help of data visualization. Then there is Project Health Viz. uh, it's also something I haven't done much about Project Health Viz, but yes, Project Helpers is trying to help the, they're trying to project the project somewhere in the health community. And then Sports with Sunday, pretty cool. It's a pretty cool initiative, because they are posting data sets related to sports. Like recently, there was a data set related to Pele. So if you're interested in football or tennis, there are lots of data sets. So you can build those visualizations using that. And then there's a recent challenge, RWFT. So someone who's trying to make a career in data visualization, RWFT is a really good initiative. It has been started by Mark Bradman. So they are giving you a data set, and you can build business dashboards out of them. So it's a really good curated data set, and you can try to make your business dashboards out of that. So for someone who is starting, I will really recommend to start with that as well. Then coming on to the next level, when where you have to make everything on your own, there are two challenges. One is Iron Quest. So Iron Quest is, I don't know when it started, but yes, uh, it was started by Sarah Bartlett. She's also a Tableau master. So for this type of challenge, you get a theme for a month, and you need to build your own visualization. You need to collect your own data set. And the next one is Wish to Educate. So Wish to Educate is also a very recent community initiative that came along by Vinod Kumar and Eve Thomas. So with the help of this initiative, they are trying to help the schools and help the school children learn about with the help of data visualization. So let's say if I can just imagine, if I was someone who was just studying in school, and if I get data visualization like flowing rivers, and then I can just put on the interactivity, I can click on it and I can learn, it would be just amazing. So this is a really good initiative. So apart from that, I think there are other challenges as well. There is Workout Wednesday, which really focuses on building your functionalities, and it's pretty much more technical. So someone is starting, I think these many challenges are good to start with. Now, these are the types of challenges. Now, coming on to why I should do it. Yeah, I know that these are very good initiatives. So one other thing is practice, because if you're doing something of your own, getting your own data sets, when you're starting, it is a tedious process, because I can relate to that. So if you are doing these community challenges, there's a guided path that will lead you to pick Tableau every day. You have a data set already ready for you, so you just need to pick it up and you need to just start working on that. And then there is ideation. So what is ideation? Ideation is basically when you see people doing lots of things. So now, what happens is, take for example, make on Monday. So with the data set, you already have a article associated with it. So when you learn things every day, it leads you to enhance yourself more in a much more creative way. And then knowledge is also something, because if you are diving into different types of data sets, you get to know different things which you might not be knowing in a normal sense, but because you're doing data visualizations and there are several different types of topics, so you get so much knowledge. Because I've learned so much which I wouldn't have learned anyway. So and the last one is motivation. Yeah, obviously, because motivation in the sense, because people are building different things out of the same data set or theme. So it really pushes you to see that people are doing so much different types of things with the same data set or a particular theme. So it compels you to do more, and that is how I learned. So uh, coming on to the next part. So yeah, this is one of the best part of why dive into Tableau, because when I was just starting, uh, I took Tableau as just a software. This is what I only meant it. But when I started working on it, it was not a software. It was a whole different dimension I was trying to dive in. So that is why you need to understand what the Tableau community is overall and why it is the best community. So this image, many people must know it. I've just taken it from Adam Miko's post. So in my sense, it also signifies the different small pixels of color. So we have lots of peoples in here, and we have a great variety of wonderful people out there. So so Tableau community, okay. So also known as Data Fam. So yeah, that is the coolest community ever, that I always say, and most of you can relate to that. So why dive into Tableau community? So the most important part is instant reach out, because I personally, I can vouch for it that whoever it is, be it a Tableau Zen master or even a director of some company who is in the Tableau community, if you are messaging him for any of your queries, you will get a instant reply, or not an instant reply, but yes, you will get a reply, because that is one of the best things. Nobody is going to ghost you. And the next thing is again motivation, because if you're in the data farm community, people are doing lots of things every day. You will be just overwhelmed with the type of work people are doing around you. So you are going to get motivated, and that's why you should be in this community if you're trying to make data visualization your bread and butter. Now, next, coming on to feedback is one of the most important thing if you want to improve. Now, there are several ways to get feedback, but if I'm talking about the data farm community, we do have a hashtag which you can use to get instant feedback on your visualization. So please use this hashtag data farm feedback. And apart from that, there's a guidance type of opportunity. So you can be a mentor, or you can be a mentee. So this initiative was also started by Vinod Kumar and Adam Miko. So there's with the help of this opportunity, if you're really serious enough to take on this hat of being a mentee or a mentor, you can just go to their site, that is mentoringmeter.com, and you can just start with that. Now, coming on to, I had this dilemma when I was posting with this hashtag DataFam on my visualizations, that am I part of this community? Because there is anything like any forms or something. So if you want to join in, there's nothing like that. Just post your stuff with hashtag DataFam on Twitter, and we are here to welcome you. So, I think I've given you an overview of how you can take the Tableau in a better way, and how to go gradually with it, and how our Tableau community is there for to help you. Now, coming on to my journey, that's I've just put up a small snapshot of how I evolved, or how I took the path to reach where I am currently. So, this is a sort of present, sort of graph or chart I try to put up. So, Emily already uh, introduced me about where I came from and how I transitioned. So, yes, I would like to take this. I want to convey a message, but first I need to explain this. So, I started as a mechanical engineer, and then I worked till 2019 in that particular domain only, but I decided to left job, and then this was my transition period. I was thinking of what I should do with my life, because earning is good, but when you are satisfied with earning, that's a problem with most of the millennials, that when we are getting satisfied, then there's a roadblock. Now we want something different. So I started learning data science in early this year only, and then the first interaction with Tableau was around April. So that's where I started with Tableau, but it wasn't somewhat more of I was just starting to learn it as a BI tool. Then along this way, I sort of saw that there is something called getting reviews and feedback. And then I posted my first viz on July 2020. So that was a Make on Monday challenge itself. It was week 29, women equality, World Bank theme it was. So this was my first wish submission. And then I was constantly, I wasn't doing much different types of challenges, but I was mostly taking up the Make on Monday only. So I I tried to be consecutive with that, and then somehow in August I got to know about DataFam, and I was going step by step. It was a slow process. I don't know. For some, it may be fast, or it's a relative thing. So that's okay. Now, the most major change that took in my journey was TC's conference, because I did around 20 or 25 brain dates, and there were some cool meetups. I think it was yes, it was organized by Kevin Florledge. So we had different types of, and there were demo conferences as well. So this was a great place where I got to share my share my message, and got to interact with different types of people. And that's how I felt very much comfortable with the community, because even if someone who is at a very higher level or has been working with the Tableau community for over decade, they somehow act like you are their family. So this was a great change for my journey. And then suddenly I got a brain date with Adam Miko as well. And then he helped me out with the mentorship, because I was so much confused that what I should do. I'm building visuals, but I don't know where I'm going to go. So I got this mentorship in October, and I was offered to be a mentee to Mr. Jim Dana. So I started along with him. He has been helping me with different types of projects of mine and various things. So it's a great thing meeting him. And then in October 2020, 20th of October. So I landed my first job as a Tableau developer, and since then it's been going good. So it's took me around from April to October to get comfortable. So around 6 months of time. So the basic message I wanted to convey through this journey is whoever is starting with Tableau and wants a career out of it, don't hassle too much because people are going for like this is the digital era. People are going for likes and the traction you have on your posts. So don't get much more serious over that. These things will escalate for time by time, and you need to be patient and things will work out if you are doing things in order, and do try to take help from others, and just try to network with others because that is the best way if you're trying to be a part of this community and wants a career out of Tableau. So this is overall all the message I wanted to share with the community, and whoever is starting and is are confused. So that's all from me. Uh, if you have any questions, I would love to answer your queries. You can reach out to me on my email address. I'm just a message away on LinkedIn. I can say that I'll message you in like in a day at the max. Also on Twitter. So this is it from my end. So let me know if you have any questions.
Well, thank you so much, Prasann. I think one of the things that we should definitely give him a shout out because it is what it was 2:30 in the morning when you did your presentation for you. Is that right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So, I mean, this is amazing that, and I think it's really a great example of how you want to give back and share with the community that you're doing your presentation willingly at 2:30 in the morning. So thank you so much for that. And one of the things that you talked about is mentorship, and that's actually been a theme for a lot of our with some of our discussions or talks today. But I want you all to please ask Prasann those questions. If you're new to if you're new to Tableau and to the Tableau community, and I know that there are some folks in the chat who were saying, "Oh, I want to do this, but it's scary." And you know, Prasann, even though you've been in the Tableau community and just started with the tool within 1 year, you have so much valuable insight to share. That journey is so important for somebody who is just starting on that journey. So please know that if you're the person who's seeking advice, not just the folks who've been around for 10 years, but the folks who've been around for 10 months or 6 months or 10 weeks who have gotten just a little bit further than you have, they have amazing insight and valuable advice to share. So I'd encourage everybody to reach out to Prasann to make sure you connect with him if you are starting your Tableau journey. Um, because he can give you some really great advice based on where he was and now where he's at and where he'll continue to go.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Thank you, Emily. It was a really great platform to share this message because lots of people were seeking out to me on LinkedIn. So this was a great global platform to go. Thank you.
Great. Okay.